this video is going to be a little different today than things that I've done in the past. I have had a Eyelash Crested Gecko for about 2 years. His name is Buddy. You've probably seen pictures of him on my Instagram or my Facebook. He is really awesome. I would honestly recommend getting a Crested Gecko if you're into reptiles. They are really awesome, like I said. They don't need a lot of care. Pretty much you just mist their cage about 2 times a day and feed them, and there you go. I would recommend handling your gecko just so it gets familiar with you and it's not skittish when you want to take him out of his tank. For young Crested Geckos, juveniles, hatchlings, don't handle them as much as adult Crested Geckos, just because they're, you know, tiny and fragile, and especially if you just get one, you kind of want them to get used to their surroundings and, you know, all that fun stuff. Today I'm going to show you the 3 Cresties that I have. Down here we have our little guy. You can see him. Now I'm not sure if it is a boy or girl yet. He or she probably only weighs 4 grams or less. I am in the process of buying myself a scale so I can weigh them. So being this tiny, I can't tell 100% if it is male or female. He or she, I would consider it being a brindle. That is because on the side there you can see how he or she has some stripes, but they are not fully around his whole body, which would be considered a tiger Crested Gecko. His are kind of just all over the place, so he would most likely be considered brindle. I've never seen one like this before in the stores, and like I said, there was a sale going on, so I couldn't pass that up. And I also got Buddy from the same pet store, and he is huge. He's doing very well. He's never had any issues within the past 2+ years I've had him. So I didn't mind going back there and getting this little guy. I actually got him because I wanted to get Buddy a mate, and I was hoping that we had a female here, but like I said, too tiny to tell. Yeah, so very tiny, about, you know, the length of my finger, and I'm not a large person, so my finger is kind of tiny as well. Okay, so next we have my female here. Just get her out. Oh, she's in her tube too, but hopefully she decides to come out if you can see. And she's also a frog butt. That means that she has no tail. Come on, hon. That can happen for a lot of reasons. A gecko can get stressed. A lot of times when they go to mate, the females drop their tails. Or just in general, if you have a feisty gecko and you go to pick them up, they'll drop their tail. Unfortunately with Crested Geckos, unlike a lot of other gecko species, they do not grow their tails back, so they will not have a tail, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't harm them in any way. She's being stubborn. Nope. She said, I don't want to come out of here. Crested Geckos are also very neat because they do this thing that everyone considers fired down or fired up. So normally a gecko will fire up if it's stimulated, if you know, it's dark in the room or you've just sprayed their cage. They'll actually change color. And some geckos, they can be like her. She's very white right now, but when they fire up, they can be a color you would never think. It would look like a totally different gecko. I have a fired down, fired up picture of Buddy. He's like a light tan color, and then on his back is like a yellowish color. And then when he fires up, his whole body turns like a dark brownish red, and then his back turns into almost like an even darker brown with like a pattern on it. It's very cool. Okay. Oh, yay! There she is. Say hello. She is very camera shy. Hello. Yeah. So I just got her, so she's very, you know, not in the loop with anything. But I have noticed she's getting a little darker now that she's out. But she's very beautiful. There's her froggy butt. The back of her's pretty dark right now, but if you can see her face, it's very, very light. She does not want to go near the camera. Say hi, baby. She's just like, no, don't even look at me. Okay, so I almost gave up because he just wasn't coming out. And then I put him back in his tank and he decides to come out. So, this is Buddy. Say hi, bub. Hi, babies. He's a big one. Yes, you are. You're a big baby. Like I said, I don't have a scale, so I can't weigh him. But I would assume he's probably, I'd say at least 20-25 grams. But he's 2 years old, and some of the geckos that I've seen at the expo were huge, and he is nowhere close to how big they are. So hopefully he does still keep growing. He is considered a flame. Sometimes it's hard to tell because flames and harlequins look pretty similar. But if you can notice, his body is a dark brown, and then the top of him is like a orangey brown. And when he fires up, all of that stuff gets darker. I love him. He's so beautiful. He's my favorite. But obviously you can tell he's a male if you can see his lovely package there. You normally start being able to tell around 15 grams, and around 20 grams I was told and I heard you would definitely be able to tell what your gecko is. What are you looking at, bud? You gonna jump on the camera? Go ahead. He's so beautiful. Come here, babe. That's my buddy. I know his name is kind of cliche, I guess, but I would always say, hi, buddy, hi. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna name him Buddy. Where are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go? You can't jump all the way over there. I don't want this video getting too long, but yeah, Crested Geckos, definitely. If you're looking for a reptile, they are so awesome. They're a lot of fun, and you definitely do get to see personalities in them, like pretty much any animal that you do get. And if you have any questions, if you're watching this video and want to know something else, you know, feel free to comment, and I will try to answer as best I can. My cat's trying to get into the door to get all the geckos. I hope everyone goes out and buys an awesome gecko now. Alright guys, have a lovely new year, and hopefully I can answer all your awesome gecko questions. Bye.